What if I told you that your constant search for happiness is what's making you unhappy? It's a strange idea, isn't it? The thing we all chase, the thing that seems to be the ultimate goal in life, is also the thing that may be keeping us trapped. We've been sold a story that life is a problem to be solved and happiness is the solution. It's a narrative we've been conditioned to believe. If we just get the right job, the perfect relationship, the ideal body, the perfect balance, we'll finally be happy. But despite all the things we collect along the way, that elusive feeling of contentment keeps slipping through our fingers, leaving us wondering why we never seem to feel truly fulfilled. This never-ending search for happiness often comes from the misconception that we should be happy all the time. The truth is, this mindset sets us up for disappointment and disillusionment. Because deep down, you already know this. Life is not about constant joy. It's about learning to navigate the full spectrum of human experience, including the tough, uncomfortable emotions. Somewhere along the way, we started believing that negative emotions are mistakes. We've been taught to view sadness, anxiety, anger, and grief as signs of something wrong with us, something that needs to be fixed, erased, or hidden away. We believe that being unhappy or experiencing emotional discomfort is an indication of failure, or worse, that there's something broken inside us. And so we push those feelings aside, striving to keep ourselves constantly upbeat, constantly positive, constantly smiling. We chase happiness like a prize, filling every moment with noise, stimulation, and distraction, trying to outrun the quiet, still parts of life. We fill our days with busyness, consume endless media, and keep ourselves occupied in the hope that if we can avoid sadness or discomfort, we'll find that ultimate happiness. But in doing so, we become emotionally fragile. We lose our ability to sit with discomfort, to face the natural flow of life. Instead of embracing the full range of human emotion, we only want the high notes, the happy moments, and the good feelings. But Carl Jung, one of the greatest minds in psychology, once said, "Even a happy life cannot be without a measure of darkness." Jung's words remind us of an important truth. We cannot experience the light without the dark. The myth of endless happiness has created an unrealistic standard, one that leaves us feeling constantly dissatisfied and fragile when we don't measure up. We've become so focused on seeking happiness that we forget the value of the emotional landscape in all its forms. Negative emotions are not our enemies. They're natural, necessary parts of life, and they have much to teach us about who we are and what we need. By constantly seeking to eliminate these feelings, we don't allow ourselves the full human experience, the depth that comes from embracing both joy and sorrow, peace and anxiety, light and dark. It's this very contrast that brings meaning and richness to life. Instead of seeing negative emotions as failures, we should recognize them as signals, messages that help us understand ourselves better and guide us toward wholeness. Before we continue, please take a second to like this video. It really helps more people discover these ideas. And if you're enjoying this journey into the mysteries of the mind, make sure to subscribe and turn on notifications so you don't miss what's coming next. Now, back to the video. When we're feeling sad, angry, anxious, or grieving, it's easy to view these emotions as something that needs to be fixed, as if we're broken or failing somehow. We try to avoid or suppress these feelings because we've been conditioned to believe that negative emotions are signs of something going wrong in our lives. But in reality, these emotions serve a very important purpose. They are not the enemy. They are, in fact, powerful tools that help us navigate the complexities of life. Sadness, for instance, isn't just a sign of loss or despair. It's a signal that our heart needs time to heal, to process, to slow down. When we feel sad, it often means we've been running too fast, focusing too much on external things, or neglecting something inside ourselves. Sadness gives us the opportunity to pause, reflect, and take a deeper look at what really matters to us. It asks us to honor the things we've lost or the unmet needs in our lives. Anger, on the other hand, isn't just about frustration or rage. It's a signal that something in our environment is violating our boundaries. It's a response to injustice, mistreatment, or disrespect. Rather than seeing anger as something to repress, we should learn to use it as a compass, a way to recognize where we need to stand up for ourselves, where we need to establish clearer limits, or where we need to take action. Anger is not about being out of control. It's about tapping into our personal power and asserting our needs. When you numb the pain, you also dull your capacity to feel joy. This is one of the most crucial lessons in understanding the purpose of negative emotions. When we try to escape or numb the discomfort of sadness, anger, fear, or grief, we are also shutting ourselves off from the beauty of joy, love, and gratitude. Emotions are like the full spectrum of colors on a painter's palette. If we try to only use the bright, happy colors and avoid the darker tones, we lose the richness and depth of the whole picture. The goal isn't constant happiness, it's wholeness. Wholeness means accepting ourselves fully, without judgment, without pretending that we are always okay. The more we understand and accept our emotions, the more we integrate them into our lives, the more peaceful we become, and the more joy we're able to experience, not because we're avoiding pain, but because we've learned how to dance with it. Life is not a straight line. It's cyclical. Nature shows us this in the seasons. We don't expect flowers to bloom all year or the sun to shine forever. But in our culture, we often expect the same constant state of happiness and success, pushing ourselves to always be on. The truth is, growth and healing come in seasons. There are times for action and creation, and times for rest and reflection. The moments of darkness, sorrow, or stillness aren't setbacks. They are essential parts of the cycle. Without them, we wouldn't know how to appreciate the light, the joy, or the creation that follows. Jung called this process individuation, the journey of becoming whole, not perfect. It's about accepting both the light and the dark within us, and understanding that each season has something important to offer. Embracing these cycles allows us to find peace rather than chasing an unrealistic, constant state of happiness. So remember, just like nature, you are meant to flow through phases, not to be in bloom all the time. Every cycle brings you closer to wholeness. You were never meant to be happy all the time. Happiness is fleeting, but peace, deep, lasting peace, comes from living authentically. It comes from embracing the truth that life has cycles. So, what can you do today to begin embracing the full spectrum of your emotions and start living more authentically? Reflect on your feelings. Next time you're experiencing a negative emotion, don't try to push it away. Pause, take a deep breath, and ask yourself, what is this feeling trying to teach me? Allow yourself to sit with the emotion for a moment, observing it without judgment. Journal your experiences. Writing down your thoughts and feelings can help you make sense of them. Practice self-compassion. Instead of criticizing yourself for feeling low or anxious, show yourself kindness. Recognize that these feelings are a natural part of the human experience. Embrace the cycles of life. Whether you're in a season of joy or sorrow, know that it's all part of the journey. Don't rush through the low moments just to get back to the highs. Embrace the full rhythm of life, knowing that growth and meaning come in all seasons. Join the conversation. If you've been struggling with the pursuit of happiness or feeling overwhelmed by emotions, share your story. Reach out to others who are on this journey of embracing emotional depth and living authentically. Whether through social media, communities, or friends, you're not alone. If you liked this video and found it helpful, don't forget to hit the like button and subscribe for more content on embracing the full spectrum of human experience. I'd love to hear your thoughts in the comments below. Let's keep the conversation going. Remember, peace doesn't come from the absence of struggle. It comes from accepting that life's challenges are part of the process. So let's stop chasing endless happiness and start embracing the beauty of being real. Embrace your emotions, embrace your humanity, and in doing so, Find a peace that goes beyond fleeting moments of joy. See you in the next video.